Well, welcome aboard Cutlass Candy's Pirate Beach Report. And I am in an undisclosed location for actual superstars here at Bang Blow. And I'm here today doing another one of our highlights of employees or superstars during Myrtle Beach Bike Rally. And it's also for Cutlass Candy's Pirate Beach Report. And I did not have a problem snagging this guy because we've gotten to be good friends over the past, what, year and a half?
Yep.
And I have to tell you that of all the people out there that I have met that has been a really great influence on me and teaching me a lot about Myrtle Beach Bike Rally and how it runs is the infamous, none other than Mr. Dancing Machine himself, Mr. Bill Barber. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm so glad that you decided to do this. We needed to do it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And it's the calm before the storm, kind of. We had a really good first weekend, and we're in the end of that first weekend. And from here on out, it's going to be...
It's a barn burner.
It's going to be balls to the walls.
Yes.
I mean, it really is. We could sense it last year, week with the Walk of Shame. And
Yes.
then now, this first weekend proved that this is going to be a rally as big as something in the early 2000s when it was really huge. It's Bike Week's back. We've fixed all the problems that we had back in the middle 2000s with, you know, the city of Myrtle Beach and all that. And it's growing back, and we're seeing a lot younger crowd. Younger people are starting to come out. It's not just a bunch of us old bikers and that. A lot of beautiful women, young handsome men, and some of our older ones too. And it's been great. It's been great. It really has. And we're tightening up our belt. We're stocking up, and we're ready to go. We've got probably the best staff we've ever had here at Bang Blow, and that's saying a lot because we've had some great staffs over the year. But everybody's working good. We were probably ready earlier than we've ever been, and I'm really excited about what Bike Week's going to be. I'm going to be tired at the end, but I'm really excited about it. We're going to do some special things kind of that we did over at Four Corners, and we got the best band lineup ever. It's going to be unbelievable.
Well, this is my 34th year coming to Bike Week.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
I was actually doing the math on it.
So you were 3 years old when you first came.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bill. That's why we all love him. He lies real good. He makes a good pirate. So one of the reasons I chose Bill is because you have actually been around here doing Bike Week probably longer than anyone that I know of. And what I wanted you to do is kind of start with your history of how you ended up going from Dancing Machine to a general manager of the biggest biker bar really in the United States, right?
I think it's the greatest biker bar in the United States. There's some, Buffalo Chip and Sturgis is the biggest, and then, the Broken Spoke out there was big, and Full Throttle and all that. But as far as on the East Coast, I don't think there's anything bigger or better.
No.
And that's not taking anything away from the bars and stuff that are down in Daytona.
Yeah.
I mean, I love
and
them.
Even here, we got great bars here too.
Oh yeah, we do. But it is an awesome place.
Yes.
But my story started with when I first moved here in 1978. I bought a lot.
The year I graduated from high school.
Yeah. I was 23, and I bought a lot down in Oak Hill subdivision in Merle's Inlet, and built a house. Come to find out, I was 3 doors down from this 25-year-old, stocky, good-looking man named Jimmy Motley, and he was the party king of Merle's Inlet. He had big parties in his yard, put up a construction trailer and big bands. He had a hardcover band one year that was really good, and we became very good friends. And then in 1996, he started building Bang Blow with his partner Steve Jackson. And I was a hang around, had a motorcycle, just kind of hung around and just one of the guys, and slowly started getting more involved and helping, doing things. And I had a construction company, so I'd bring my equipment over and help clean up after bike week and things. It just all kind of morphosized into one day they needed a general manager, and Jimmy came to me and said, I need you to help me run the place. And I said, I don't know nothing about running a bar. I run a construction company and I dance on the side. And he says, I think you do a good job.
Yeah.
And I stepped in, and it all worked out for the best for both Chuck Van Glow and myself. I learned so much, and I'll tell you who I learned a lot from was Jay Allen. He was running the Broken Spoke up in Garden City, right up the street. And my go-to bar was Chuck Van Glow during the year, but then when bike week, it was so crazy here that I would go to the Broken Spoke because Jay was there. And I got to know him, and I learned a lot, and I didn't even know I was studying. It was like, just being around him and watching and getting in some of the fun little games he was doing. And then all of a sudden, I'm the general manager of Chuck Van Glow.
Wow.
And I started recreating a lot of the stuff that I had learned from him. And without knowing him, I probably would have stumbled and failed, but because he's the best there ever was. The rest of us are posers compared to Jay Allen.
What
we really
a compliment.
are. Yeah, I love the man. He's great, and I got to meet a lot of great people through him, and people are still my friends. Like Brother Speed, he's coming to town. He's a legend, and all the magazines, the people that he was associated with, and it ended up being a good thing for me because I found out a lot about myself, that I could do this. And I've always liked to be on stage and talk in a microphone, and I got to do that and meet all the great bands. And some of the bands that we've had here, I've become family with. I mean, we call each other between gigs and just BS and how you doing, how's the family, and that stuff. And that's, the friendships you make through anything that you do, and even in my dance world, the friendships I've made are so much more important than the actual act of what you're doing.
Yes.
It really is. It is, and I can't wait to see him when bike week starts. I know we're going to be busy, and I won't be able to spend as much time as I want, but I get to see him.
You get to see him.
Get to see him,
that's right.
and even the customers. I get customers that come from all over the United States that I've met years ago, and it's good to see them and hang out with them for a little bit. And they realize that we're too busy to really do something together.
Spend a whole lot of time.
Yeah, we don't have time to go to dinner or anything, but it's nice, and most of them are very appreciative. They're always, thank you so much, thank you. And I go, no, thank you for being here.
For being here.
Because if you weren't here, we wouldn't be able to do this. But
right.
But Rally has came back into something that is so remarkable. It really is, and it's so good for the economy here. We really needed it, and a lot of the hard times that we had when the economy was bad, Rally kept this place alive.
Yes,
we wouldn't have survived without it, and here we are. We're doing really well. I'm very happy with where Chuck Van Glow is. Got great leadership and a great staff and great customers.
Yes, the customers
and great neighbors. We really do. We've got our neighbors around us are wonderful.
Yeah, they love it when this comes.
Some of the other businesses around us, we all work together. We do things,
and they're making extra money.
Yeah. If somebody runs short of something and we got it, they can have it. If we run short of something and they got it, we can have it. That's something that is surprising in business, because you hear about business being cutthroat, but not down here in Myrtle Summit.
No.
It's we're all family.
We are. It's a special place, and we live here. That's the great thing about it. We live here. We get to come here every week, and any day we want to. And that's the wonderful thing about SBB, is that it's always open. You are family. I've never felt uncomfortable coming in here, and just like today, if I need anything, all I got to do is send Bill a text. It's great. In the bands that I've gotten connected with, like you said, I love standing on that front row, music, and promoting them, promoting SBB. It's an honor. It's an honor to do that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to focus on too about you is you were here for 20 years as GM, right?
No,
excuse me. I don't want to speak about that.
No, we've had a lot of GMs over the years, but I was here for 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, and we've had some good ones, and we've had some that weren't quite so good.
That's okay.
I mean, that happens in any business,
but at Four Corners, let's talk about Four Corners, because a lot of people that are watching this don't know about Four Corners, and then how you were there, and then you were here too. So talk about it.
Well, Four Corners came in 2002, And we had a group of guys that were not part of Suck Bang Blow that actually ran it the first year. And we owned it, but they ran it for us, and it didn't work out so well for us. So the following year, we took it away from them, and it blossomed into an incredible bar. It was an old lumber yard, a builder's first choice. It had 11 acres, and we had room to do anything. We had outside stages, inside stages. You could put 3,500 people inside.
Wow.
And a lot of great memories. And there was a lot of hidden rooms up on the second floor.
Kind of like this one?
Yeah, with one-way glass.
Oh.
And yeah, you could be up there and look down, and they couldn't see you looking down.
Oh.
We had an indoor burnout pit, and we had a road that ran through the building. And
I remember that.
yeah, and then we eventually sold it, and they were going to tear it down and build a Walmart. Well, they didn't tear it down right away, so we went to the new owners and said, can we lease the building? And I had already taken everything out of the building. All of our stuff was out. And we leased it back, and I put everything back. By myself.
By yourself.
Oh, it was work. And we had an outstanding rally. And the following fall rally, it was still sitting there. And we talked about renting it one more time and doing it again. And I said, that was our Suck Bang Blow out, we called it. I said, let's leave that lie. And because I took all that stuff back out again, and I'm not going to put that stuff back in there. And fall rally's only really a 4 to 5 day thing instead of a 10-day thing. And I said, I don't think it'd be worth it. So we didn't. And right after the fall rally, they tore it down and they started building the Walmart. Yeah. And I'll go in that store and I know exactly where the green room was,
where the green room
where the kitchen was, and I'll be down one aisle and I'll kind of tear up a little bit because the memories there were unreal.
Unbelievable.
But when she went away, we moved a lot of the ideas that we had there over here, and of course we've been acquiring land here now and getting bigger and bigger. And we're able to do some of the stuff that made Four Corners legendary.
Really special.
Yeah, it was special. And I still drive by that intersection and get a tear in my eye because that place was unreal. Now, during the off season, the non-bike weeks, we had special events there. But in the beginning, it was open 365, but it only lasted a year or two. It just was too hard to pay for all of it, to keep that big of a place running. But we would do special events, and then you managed both places, and we had some rental properties on it too that we had to take care of. And I hated seeing it going, but it gave us an opportunity to focus solely here on Suck Bang Blow Original, and it was what this place needed, because with running two, things were getting neglected as far as we just didn't have the time to really focus on one, and being able to focus on this one now has made it what it is now, which is this place is something new all the time.
It is.
And we've got special areas. We've got the Tommy Saunders Memorial Bridge. It was dedicated to him. We got the Blind Bob Eckert Burnout Pit. And both of them are gone. And then we lost Pease right after Fall Rally last year. And on Wednesday, we're dedicating the back main stage to Stephen Pease. So it'll be Stephen Pease Memorial Stage. So we've got history here, and we respect our past, and we care about this. This place is a living organism, almost like Bike Week is. It's just like this place has to be here. Yeah. It just has to be here. It has to be here, and we've got the right people in charge cultivating that and respecting the past, and with new ideas, because things change. Society changes and culture changes, and we're adapting, and we're happy that the people come down and enjoy what we have to offer.
One thing that a lot of people don't realize is that you don't own the place.
No.
People are always saying, does he own the place? Is that the owner? And I'm like, no, actually this man works every day, Monday through Friday, and you run a bulldozer, don't you?
Yeah, bulldozers, excavators.
Excavators.
When I left as the GM, I went back into what I did before. I was running Suck Bang Blow, which I enjoy, and there's very little stress in it compared to SPB.
Running SPB.
Yeah, SPB it can be stressful.
Yes.
And then on my off time, I'm here to help with events, organizing them, kind of do the TV and radio stuff, and MC on occasion,
have a
and
good
see
time.
all my friends. Yeah,
And you're a grandfather.
I'm a 6-time grandfather.
Isn't that wonderful, y'all? I mean, this is a busy guy, and he's a good husband to Brenda.
Yeah.
And she works here too.
And we still dance and compete a little
Yes.
bit. And we do it enough to it not being overbearing, like it's messing up our schedule. We don't get to dance as much as we'd like, but we do it enough to where we're still involved and still got the edge, you know, where we can dance decently well.
And if y'all don't know what kind of dancing they do, they are very well-known shaggers. They have been inducted into the Hall of Fame.
National Hall of
National
Fame.
Hall of Fame.
National Living Legends of Dance.
And they can dance like you have never seen. When I first met Bill, and he doesn't look the same as when I first met him because he had a lot of facial hair, but all of a sudden one day I saw a video of him and Brenda, and I said, "Who's that?" And he goes, "That's me." And I said, "What? That's you dancing?" He goes, "Oh yeah." So just go out there and YouTube Bill Barber.
For the people that don't know what shag is,
Yeah.
it is the state dance of South Carolina
That's right.
and now also North Carolina, but it stretches from Virginia Beach all the way down to Daytona Beach and as far west as Alabama, the southeastern United States. It's a form of swing dancing, like West Coast Swing or Lindy Hop or Jitterbug, and it's very smooth, and the music is really cool. It's blues and beach music and some big band swing. It's great music and a lot of fun, and we've got children from 3 years old that are great shaggers, believe it or not, all the way up to 99, 100 years old. There's a couple that's around 100 years old that can still dance. It keeps you young.
It keeps you young.
And it's a Southern culture dance, and we fell in love with it when we saw it, and it took us a little while to get involved in it, and we've met some
Great people.
The legends of the dance. They're friends of ours. The people that originated this dance are friends of ours, and it's amazing. And we got the same thing in the motorcycle world. So many friends who are legends, and we have a good life.
We all have a good life.
We
here,
have a
don't
good life. You know, it's the friendships and relationships that you have while you're living that make everything so great.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if you all are out there watching this video, plan on coming by Suck Bang Blow sometime between today. The Piedmont Boys will be playing here this evening, and this is Sunday night. It runs all the way through next Sunday, and we'll be here. Bill will be here. Please come up, shake a hand, let them know you saw the video, the interview. Everybody needs to know a little bit more about Bill Barber, other than he's just up.
Well, I think they know everything now.
Now they do. Standing up on the stage announcing the next band. But he does a lot of work around here, a lot of hard work. And we want to thank you for your service to SBB and the biking community.
Well, it's love of the place is what makes you work hard. It's worth it, because at the end, when you see everybody having a good time, it's worth all the hard work.
Plus, he's got some really killer motorcycles.
Yeah.
I was a Triumph owner. He's got his Triumph out here, and it's friggin' awesome. It's actually got a PBR
jockey shift.
Anyway, you got anything else you want to say to your fans?
No, just everybody come on down and enjoy the rally with us. It's going to be a great one, and the band lineup here is unbelievable. And there's great bands playing at all the other places. Make sure you check out the Rat Hole and you check out Captain Archie's.
Yes, the Beaver down
and the Beaver Bar and all. Yes. I mean, we've got a Spokes and Bones, which used to be the Broken Spoke.
Yep.
There's a bunch of various bars, Barnacle Bill's, Bubba's, all these places that are year-round welcoming bikers, and it's places we go riding and hanging out and stuff. So there's a lot to offer, and make sure you go down to Georgetown and see Front Street.
And come to Pawleys Island and come to the pit.
Little River, Holly's Roadhouse. I mean, there's so many great places to go, and there's plenty of riding. It really is. There's, it's from Little River to Georgetown,
all the way to Charleston,
is 50
actually.
some miles.
Yeah.
And it's all beach and inlets, and
it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. This is. It would take 100 freight trains tied to me with chains to
pull me away
from
me
here.
Too.
I'm telling you, this is God's country.
It is. Well, I tell you, we got work to do.
Yep.
We sure do. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed this interview, and from Cutlass Candy and
Bill Barber,
right here at Suck Bang Blow. We look forward to seeing you at some point during the rally, and we hope to see you multiple times during the rally.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we're going to say goodnight, and we'll see y'all, hopefully, having a cold one.
Well,
Listen to
another
some
day or
great
two,
music.
we'll do this again.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all later.
Thank you, Candy.
Good night. Thank you.